Hello, welcome back. In this video, we will see what is the usage of a location command that is present in Cypress. Okay, so this location command is used to verify the URL mainly. So there are in URL, if you see, there are many different parts. Okay, so if you take this complete thing as a URL, the first one. So up to this HTTPS or HTTP in some of the URLs you will see HTTP or HTTPS. So these we call as a protocols. So to get the protocol, so you can use a protocol and and location. So it will return as what is the protocol that is present in that URL, and the host is the URL, actual the host name. So whatever is there after the protocol, that is a host name, and the origin is the protocol plus the host name. With this combination we call it as origin, and the path name is whatever there after the host, that we call as path name. Whatever there is on slashes, that we call as path name. Yeah, and we can call the entire URL as href also. Yeah, if you see the entire URL, we call it as href. And the port is, if you see here, the port number is not there, but if you see, there is in some case scenarios where you use the localhost colon 9000 or localhost colon 8080, something like that, right? So there 8080 or 9000, we call it as a port. So that is a port number, and then there is a hash. Okay, so hash means in the URL you will see in some places there will be a hash symbol, and then some text will be there, that is there to navigate to that specific text. So we use that hash to navigate to that specific location. So to navigate to that specific location, we use a hash. So if you are aware of HTML tags, then you will easily understand this hash. And if you can use a toString also. If you use a toString, then you will get an entire URL. And then you can use a search. So when you invoke search on this location command, so it will give a search command. So whatever there is after question mark, so it will return that. So after question mark, this is the first search, and then if you want, if there are multiple, then you will see with and symbol. So there we call it as a search strings. Okay, so let's see how we can get this information using cy.location command in our code. Okay, so for that what I'm going to do is I'm creating a new spec file, location.cy.js, and then describe location. So I'm going to use before each spec file to log into our application. There I'm using cy.login, the custom command that we have created before, and then I'm sending the username and password. So after that, so creating a first test case, cy it location elements verification. Okay, so when I use cy.location, you can use the cy.location in two ways. Okay, so you can use cy.location and should there we will get a location object, and on that object we can invoke assertions. Okay, so here first I am expect where in the assertions there we have seen host, right? First let's see the protocol. Okay, so protocol, and protocol to be equal to in our URL the protocol is HTTPS, right? So it should be equal to HTTPS. And then the second one, expect log that. So the second one is our host. The second one is host we have in our URL, that to be equal to. So if you go to our this is the host that we are having. Okay, and then the third one we have seen is origin. Okay, then to equal to, so the origin is HTTPS colon and then the complete URL. And then if you see, look for expect after origin what we are having protocol origin and path name. So let's see local dot path name and to be equal to, what is the path name that we are having here, this one, complete web index. Okay, and then we can verify for href also, expect log dot href dot to be equal to, so the href is the complete URL. So in our website we don't have the query mark, the query string search and the hash one. So if you observe the URL that we are having only this one up to this, we can verify that. And the other we can inspect is expect log that toString. Okay, so this is also yields to the same value. Okay, so we don't have port here, and then we don't have a search string, and we don't have a hash in our application URL. So if you see, if you log into application admin 123, so if you see after login we don't have any search string or hash in our application. Okay, so let's save the file and yeah, let's see the execution. The file name is location.cy.js. so it's logging in, and then it's trying to verify the data. The first one is it's failed the HTTPS one because protocol, yeah, whenever we are the protocol it is looking for colon also, so we need to include colon for protocol as well. So that's a mistake. If you see, yeah, now if you see in the protocol we got HTTP colon, then it passed. So in the protocol we need to add a colon also there. If it is HTTP, then we need to use the HTTP. So this is one way of using location. And in another way, like cy.location in the location directly, you can pass here something like path name, and should be equal to the same path name. You can give whatever the path name that we have given here. You can use the same path name, and then if you wanted to verify the protocol here, again protocol, and should be equal to https:/. So like this, in the location command itself, you can pass the properties whatever we need to verify. So, and I'm saving the file, and if you see the verification, see here protocol is passed, and the path name is also assertion also passed here. So in both ways you can write cy.location command. Thank you.